So most of America views New Orleans as a party city. But behind the scenes of that is the state that incarcerates more people than anywhere else in America. And that's not by accident. Those people who are in power are proud of that ability to enslave Black and brown people.
I grew up in the Carrollton area of New Orleans. Holly Grove is what it's called. Very low income community. I would get arrested, get out on bail, come back to the same area and do the same things, and was arrested exactly 4 times in the very same spot. And that final arrest led to my journey to federal prison, where I did 19 years and 8 months. It starts here for me. My true focus is my community, where it's most harmful to me and where I see it every day, fighting against a system that impact my life so greatly. Because had I not took that probation, that set the tone for the dynamic that made me be a career offender. I was a 9-year-old girl. I lost my mother from suicide. Nobody asked me why I was so angry and why I fought so much. Nobody asked me why I rebelled and turned to the street. Somebody should have asked me what's wrong. Somebody should have intervened and offered me some kind of support services, some kind of mental health treatment. I miss my mom. I wanted to be nurtured. I needed to be loved, but nobody asked me those things. And most of these cases and things that people go to jail for is wrapped up in 2 things: survival or trauma.
Hello.
Hi, how you doing? May I speak with Cora?
This is she.
Hi, Cora. My name's Montrell. I'm the director of the Safety and Freedom Front, a program of Operation Restoration.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well, and I'm sure you're happy.
Operation Restoration.
That's a hell of a name, huh? Let me give you a little background out on the Safety and Freedom Fund. What we do is we post bail for people in New Orleans that don't have the ability to do so for themselves, with the mission of ending mass incarceration and cash bail here in New Orleans. The Public Defender's Office sent us a referral about your brother. I'm super excited to be able to support him in this process. Does Harold have any kids?
Yes, 1 o'clock.
Wow, that's beautiful. Okay, this is going to be great. All right, well, good luck to y'all, and thank you so much. And I'm going to take care of business for you, okay? You take care, Ms. Cora. It's systems like this, especially this cash bail system, that is paving the way for mass incarceration, and it's all wrapped up in poverty. I'll speak what's coming into existence. The way that we're going to disrupt cash bail and the way that we're going to end mass incarceration is starting with pretrial detention. Because if everybody is given the same right to justice and they're able to make conscious decisions because they're not under pressure, they're not feeling like they have to plead guilty because they want to go home. They have to take a plea. They have to cooperate with law enforcement. They have to say things that they know are not true because they want to be home. Hi, Derek. So we got Quinn, Q-U-I-N-N. So we're gonna give him a $1,000 cashier check, and we'll give him $10 for the typing fee. Thank you so much. I'll see y'all later. Thank you. Sarita was my first girlfriend inside of prison. We started out at Carswell, Texas. We were the only 2 women there that were from New Orleans. So we instantly had a connection when we met. As soon as I got to the compound, folks come over and say, hey, you got a homie that's here. Somebody else is from New Orleans. We did everything together. We were like best friends. We were in a relationship. Sarita was very, very instrumental in my reentry and believing in me when I did not even believe in myself. When I came home, I could barely work a computer. Dolphinette, Sarita, the women at Operation Restoration are the reason that I'm able, this present day, to pay it forward and help other people.
Who baby?
Me baby, the Pampers.
You need Pampers for baby? Okay, good deal. Let me get you Pampers for baby, okay?
Okay.
My first project was the closet, where any woman or girl could come and access-free clothing or hygiene for themselves. I wanted that to have more of a holistic feeling. Dolphinette and Sarita had the same vision.
Initially, when I started Operation Restoration, I wanted it to be focused on education in the closet. But once I started the work, it was like, yeah, we want to get an education, but like, I need a safe place to live. Oh, I want to get an education, but we have food insecurity issues. I want to get an education, but like this trauma keeps showing up. But if you look at the data, over the last 40 years, the incarceration rate of women has risen 800%.
Today is the day before Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. We just went in and we posted cash bail for a female, and tomorrow she's going to be released and reunited with her family. There is no one, nowhere, taken from a child that lost her mother at 9 that could ever take the place of a mother. So having women in prison on pretrial detention while she's waiting for her day in court is a generation harm, because it harms the kids.
When I got sentenced, I called home my oldest son. I remember telling him how much time I had, and I can remember him just screaming. He was 16 at the time. We were living in a 3-bedroom apartment, still in the public housing. My little niece, who was 17, had moved in with me right before I got incarcerated. And so now you have a 17-year-old, 16, 14, 12, 11, and 10. They're all raising each other. 8 months later, Katrina hit. Months went by before I knew if they had survived or not.
Miss Martin, this lining is coming up looking amazing as usual.
As it always does.
As usual.
I do not like to use the word empower, because women are born with power. We just sometimes along the way, we lose sight of that power. We need to be repowered. Oftentimes, we don't even understand that it's that rest, that safe sleep at night that allows you to wake up repowered. It sounds simple, but there are so many women out here that does not have that. You cannot rest in a shelter. You may fall asleep, but you will not rest. We can talk about employment, we can talk about education, we can talk about financial literacy, but I can't even think about any of that if I don't know where I'm asleep tonight so that I could rest safely. We wanted it to be more than just a house. We wanted a home for women, because I never had a home. It's in a really middle-class area of the city on the West Bank. Really quiet. Topeka K. Sam, she's the executive director of the Loan, the Ladies of Hope Ministries. Her and I sitting down one day having a conversation. She asked me, what is your vision for this work? It's always been housing, because of my own experiences with housing instability and what that felt like, how exposed I felt. I think that may be our new guest. Hey, Miss Joyce. How you doing? Come on in.
Hey, how you doing?
That's Miss Joyce Show. How you doing, Miss Joyce? Welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know you have your breathing problems,
Yeah.
so you can sit a minute. We'll get your stuff in for you. Were you employed before incarceration?
Do you know how to cook?
Can I?
You can't incarcerate and police your way into public safety. We have known that over the course of time. I'm not even gonna say we make the same mistake. We keep doing that thing because it's profitable. So until you take away the profit and make people really come to terms with like what they're actually doing to people, then you'll see change. So to me, abolition means exactly what the definition states. You destroy and dismantle a thing.
It would look like hospitals for people who have mental illnesses. Because everybody that commits these heinous crimes aren't inherently evil. Nobody is born that way. Something happened to them. People meet me. People don't meet my story. So if I don't tell you that I went through that, you would know. Because you meet me, the person, the human being. So the takeaway would be humanize everybody. Humanize everybody.